Hey everybody, this is Stu and David with Storehouse 310 Ventures, and we wanted to just send out a quick video of one of the organizations that we found that we're really excited about and are supporting. Through the COVID-19. There's a lot of need out there, and we found an organization that we're really excited about and know that they are giving back tremendously. And so we want to introduce Karen Higgins, and she is the director of Milwaukee Christian Center, and they have a food pantry that are helping those in need. And just want to introduce Karen and kind of have her tell us who she is and what their organization is all about. So thank you, Karen, for taking the time to join us. We really appreciate it and love what you guys are doing. So if you could just tell us about the organization and what you guys are doing right now.
Well, thank you. Sure. Milwaukee Christian Center is an agency that's been around for almost 100 years, and we are an agency that is committed to building strong neighborhoods full of opportunity. And we do a variety of things in the neighborhood. We work with young people, older adults, and families. The core area of working with families is our emergency food pantry. Emergency food pantry is operating on the near south side of Milwaukee. We serve over 1,000 individuals a month. We're open 5 days a week, offering a choice pantry where people can come and almost like with a shopping cart, depending on the size of their family, choose the food that they want for their families. Now with COVID-19, that has shifted. We made a decision that we would stay open even after stay-at-home orders, because we know our families depend on us and need assistance more than anybody. I think being able to continue to be there for them is important. So we sized up, how can we do this safely and the best of our ability? So we've shifted our choice pantry to a pantry that's called a grab-and-go pantry, where we pull together sacks that have 3 to 5 days worth of food in them to give to families. And we size up once we find out the size of the family, which sacks we give them. And they have all the basic food groups into it to the best of our ability. We pack them and offer it to them. We don't ask very much of them. We just try to get some basics in terms of identifying who they are and what zip code they live in. And then we send them on their way. They can come once a month. In terms of getting assistance. And so it's our way of being available to the community, available to families in the community. Not once we're through this crisis, the other things that we do is we try to refer people to jobs and provide supportive services as people come in, especially people who are coming month after month and they're struggling. We try to help them see what we can draw into their life that would help address some of the issues. But right now we're working on the primary stuff, and that's making sure that people get food and are food secure as they go back to their home in terms of taking care of their kids and families.
Yeah. That's awesome. And before we kind of started recording, you told me a little bit about just the influx of people right now because of COVID-19. Just talk about like what you've seen as far as the change in people coming and trying to get food and what you guys need right now.
Well, I mean, it's almost tripled the number of people that we're serving. And them and their families. And so, I mean, I know me personally, I'm distressed about dealing with all that COVID-19 is about, but I look at our families who are struggling to make ends meet and are trying to make sense of this all. They come back to an agency like ours and says, we need help. And, because of how we're supposed to stay safe, we can only do it to a certain degree, and that is we offer them food. And that's a very it's a very critical piece that we can do for them and we maintain for them. And I'm fortunate I have staff that are willing to put themselves on the line in terms of being involved with this. We have a couple of key volunteers that are helping us. we're proud that we can do this, and we try to do it as safe as we can. And we bring respect and dignity to how we offer our what we have to the people that we serve.
That's great. I think we lost David. He might have gotten kicked out for the internet. But so you guys are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, correct?
We are. We're a
Okay.
501c3. Like I said, we've been around many years. We do, this is one aspect of what we do, but this is a very elementary aspect in terms of serving the family.
Yeah, and I think it's super important right now. And when David and I were trying to think about how we could help during this period, our business is a real estate business, and we buy and sell real estate, and we have rental properties that we own, and we have a large demographic of different individuals that rent property from us. But we know for a fact that there's the COVID-19 has impacted a lot of people and a lot of families. Some have not been able to work because of the industry that they're in, and there's a lot of worry and concern. From a real estate perspective, there's the worry and concern of just making payments, keeping the lights on, keeping the utilities. And so we looked at it as in what's one area that's a necessity that we could possibly help out in to relieve some of that stress. And we thought about food. Food is a requirement and a necessity. And if people can get food, there's a little bit more hope, if you will, to keep all the other things going, the utilities and a house over your head, and pay the other bills. So that's how we started looking at it, and that's what we were kind of looking for. We love that it's a Christian organization. We're faith-based ourselves. Our company is faith-based, and that we know there's a lot of need out there. So how can people get in touch with your organization, find out how to donate? What is the best way to donate right now and help you guys?
I would just drive them to our website. Our website is www.mccwi.org.
Okay.
And that's our website. And there's more information about the variety of services that we provide, but there's also about the emergency food pantry. And there's this little red button on the top that says donate now. And then you just have to press that button. It takes you into the capacity to be able to give.
Okay. And can they give specifically for the food pantry or for specific items? Okay.
Yes, they can. They can say, and please do, designate it, and it will go to the food pantry. It will go to supporting what we offer in the food pantry.
Okay, excellent. Well, Karen, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Like you said before we started, this is a God thing. It drove us to you guys. And I know you are serving so many people, and we're thankful to you and your team, all your volunteers, and hopefully, we can support you as well and get some of our investor support.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, and stay safe and stay well.
Thank you. You too.